was lucky as she and her mother lived with her grandparents and she liked nothing better than to spend time with her grandfather. You see, he was always making something and she enjoyed watching, learning, and sometimes even helping him finish whatever he was doing.
Grandfather, what are you building in your workshop today? Mandy asked. She giggled as she said, "It looks like you are playing with 2 sticks." "Well, Mandy," he said, "I am going to making 2 walking sticks." "Then I have a surprise, all right!" Mandy shrieked. "Where do I start?" After some time, Mandy finished the walking sticks. They were 2 of the most beautiful walking sticks she had ever seen. "What do we do with them?" "Ah, that is the surprising," he replied. "Tomorrow morning we are going on a hike in the woods, and these walking sticks will help make the hike easier. So now it's time to clean up and go to sleep so we are well restarted for the hike." The next morning, Mandy did not need an alarm to wake her. She was up, dressed, and ready to go as the sun rose and the day began. She went to the kitchen and saw that her grandfather was busy packing sandwiches, water, snacks, and other items into their backpacks. "It looks like we are going to be hiking for a long time," Mandy said. "It will be all-day hike," he replied. "I think we have everything, so grab your walking stick and let's go." "What about breakfast?" Mandy asked. "Oh, did I forget to mention that we are going to stop and have breakfast at dinner?" he said with a smile. journey began. After a great breakfast and a long drive, they arrived at the base of mountain and the beginning of the trail. "Just where are we hiking?" Mandy asked. "To the very top of the mountain where we will have lunch, rest, maybe take swim. And then hike back down," he replied. "Swim," Mandy said excitedly. "Is there a lake on the top of the mountain?" "Yes," Grandfather replied. "There is a pond surrounded by big flat rocks. It was carved from the mountain during the last ice age and is filled with clear cold water." Mandy asked many questions. Her grandfather answered all her questions. He helped her understand and respect the natural beauty around them. He taught her how to use a compass and things to help them be safer while they hiked. Like before stepping over a log, put your walking stick on the other side to let any animal, like snake, know you are there. Whistle a song or make some noise to let the bigger animals know you are in their area. In soft voice, her grandfather said. Mandy, there are few things to remember. The earth is our mother, take care of her, he said. They had arrived to the place. Mandy picked a large rock for them to rest on. It was a perfect place for lunch. As her grandfather unpacked their food, she leaned over and wiggled her fingers in the cold water. Immediately several small fish came by and nibbled at her fingers. She shrieked in surprise. She laughed and played with the fish until she heard her grandfather say, "Time for lunch." After lunch and a resting period, they took a swim. The water was deep and Mandy couldn't reach the bottom. No matter how hard she tried. Watched a deer come down to have a drink. It was a wonderful day and she was saddened when she heard her grandfather say, "Mandy, it is time to dry off and begin the hike down to the car." began their hike down the mountain. "I'm scared," Mandy said. "I think we are lost." "No, we're not lost," her grandfather said. "But we are not on a trail, so we will have to continue hiking down the mountain in the direction of the car. Just enjoy the surrounding on our first hiking adventure." "Mandy," he said in serious tone, "if I were to promise that anything we talked about would stay between us, and that I would not get angry or talk to you as your grandfather, but rather as an old friend, would you talk with me? Is that a promise?" she asked. "Yes," he said softly. She gave him a big hug. Soon they were at the bottom of the mountain and packing the car. Before leaving, her grandfather thought for a minute and said, "Granddaughter, anytime you need me as your friend, and not your grandfather, picks up your walking stick and asks to go on a hike. It will be our secret code." "This was the best day ever," Mandy said. "I was with my grandfather, my new best friend, and I have a talking, walking stick." The end.